In this one, I'm going to go through 8 print-on-demand apps that you can get in Shopify that will help you set up some print-on-demand drop shipping for items or posters. A lot of different types of apps here with some different products and services. So I'll go through all 8 in this video. Printful are really big in terms of their business, not just the amount of people that use them. They have factories and distribution in South and North America, Europe, and also Australia as well. They say that they can turn around products in 2 to 5 days for most items. So that's a pretty good turnaround comparatively in terms of actually getting an order, printing something unique on it, and then sending it out. You get all the usual options for printing, so you can just print something onto a garment. They have embroidery as well, cut and sew, and you can also put photos, logos, anything printed onto mugs, for example, so that's a different process as well. You can also order samples from them and get a 20% discount on that, so if you do want to maybe start printing on something, for example, t-shirts, you can order a t-shirt and just see what it's like before you actually start selling it, which is obviously a good idea. They also have a mock-up generator as well, so you can actually upload your image or your design and then see it on the product. That's even before you've ordered any samples, just to see the sizing and if it works good. That is pretty much the same for all of these apps though. I would call Printful one of those sort of middle ground mass market types. You're not going to get some really unique items. There's not like a really high-end sort of branding to it. It is just good products, solid products at a decent price and a big shipping network, which may be important. Printify is completely different to Printful. So Printful is a company and they own everything from top to bottom. So they own the warehouses and all of the printing factories as well. So all of the printers and all of the equipment and manufacturing processes and hardware, that is all owned by Printful and you deal with them as a company. Printify are different because they are a vendor network. So actually there are lots of different independent print warehouses and print-on-demand companies that essentially club together and work under Printify. And there's some disadvantages and some advantages to this. So obviously if there are a lot of different independent print-on-demand businesses in different areas, then in different countries or regions, you're going to be dealing with different businesses with slightly different products and slightly different quality control, slightly different shipping times. If you do sell in a lot of different regions or countries, then this could start to become a headache dealing with essentially different businesses and all of the issues that goes with that. There's also uncertainty in terms of just quality control and making sure that you have these same products in different regions. And if you maybe are selling to different countries, then that is something you have to consider. So while this may introduce some uncertainty in terms of the different suppliers that you might be working with, obviously on the flip side, the advantages of this is that you maybe gain some really local suppliers and that may actually work to your benefit. They just may be very local to your customer base. Shipping times may be reduced. You also get a larger variety of items depending on which supplier you go with. So in some areas, you may actually just get access to products that you can't get with the bigger suppliers. So yeah, there could be some disadvantages and advantages to using Printify. Also, something to keep aware of is that prices may actually change per supplier. So even if you are selling more or less the same product, like a t-shirt in 2 different countries, then you may actually just be getting different prices for that. And that actually may work out to your advantage. Some areas may just be quite a lot cheaper than others. And therefore, maybe in that region, if people don't want to spend too much on t-shirts, you can actually just reduce the price a little bit. So it really depends. Again, there might be some areas where you benefit and some areas where you don't. I put Guten on the list because they integrate with so many different types of e-commerce platforms, not just Shopify, but you have Etsy as well, WooCommerce. So if you do sell on various different platforms, or if you are setting that up or want to expand a little bit, then going with them may be beneficial. Other than that, it's really standard fare for print on demand. You get the usual products, hoodies, t-shirts, leggings. You also get phone cases and mugs as well. They're based on the East Coast of the States, so if you are around that area, shipping times may be reduced for you, so something to keep in mind. Tlaunch actually offers a customization tool for your customers. So if you want to open a store where your customers can actually upload some of their photos or anything like that, then they can do that, and then that will be printed and sent to them. So obviously a lot of people maybe just want to make some unique gifts for the holidays or something like that on a mug or in a t-shirt. Maybe they just want to print a family photo or anything like that. Then you can actually offer that service to your customers and essentially just be a middleman between the customer and the print on demand service. Tlaunch, even though T is obviously for t-shirt, do have a lot of quite unique products that I've not really seen elsewhere. So you get shower curtains, you get blankets and mouse pads as well, but even cutting boards, which I think is kind of unique. I haven't really seen that anywhere else and might be something unique you can offer to your customers. They even offer customized dog bowls, which I think obviously if you've got a store that is surrounding pets or dogs, this is just a no-brainer to have as, you know, something that maybe you can't make it, but just offering that service to your customer base. I know a lot of pet lovers, dog lovers, that would be an awesome gift for them, just to have their dog picture like on the dog bowl. It would be a great gift, something unique, and those sorts of things maybe sell quite well depending on what store you have, of course. Tlaunch also do quite a lot of marketing materials for you, so you can get product mock-ups made. So if you do actually start printing on, let's say, a mug, they will actually make the mock-up for you so that you can put that in your store, which I think is just a good thing because it makes you look way more professional if you have a product mock-up rather than just a picture, which does take a lot of work to make look actually really good and professional. You're gonna have to Photoshop it and make the background either white or black or something. So them doing that for you actually is worth quite a lot of money overall. Pixels are a really big company. They actually work with a lot of worldwide brands already like DC Comics and National Geographic, even Marvel. And with Pixels, they do print on some physical items, but what I would say is the USP of Pixels is printing out photography or artwork actually into big prints and artwork that you can hang on the wall, even posters. They can print on t-shirts, bags, pillows, mugs, the usual print on demand fare, but for me, definitely Pixels is maybe if you're a photographer and you have a lot of work, you know, really high grade stuff, you know, like landscapes or cityscapes, just those really high end things that you may sell to people just so that they can put on their wall to decorate their house. You can get some really high quality prints from Pixels. You may have heard of Spreadshirt, or the Shopify app is called SPOD. This company has a pretty good reputation for quite fast turnarounds, pretty much quicker than most of the others. That's the average turnaround anyway, and it's definitely going to be dependent on exactly where you are in the world. They also let your customers upload their own designs and print them out on various things, so definitely an option to consider. They also offer a 20% discount on sample items if you do want to do that. I would say these ones, yeah, again, it's sort of like a middle of the road print-on-demand shop. It's not really specialized in one area, but it just offers the basics. They also have a free design tool that has almost 50,000 different designs, although these really are clip art style designs. I wouldn't say that they would be too useful for most people, but fast turnaround times really are the USP of this one. And other than that, they're just the normal print-on-demand shop with t-shirts, caps, and those usual sort of clothing and household items. Appliiq dropship is kind of different actually to the rest. So instead of just the normal run-of-the-mill print-on-demand products, which usually are, the quality is just okay, it's not supposed to be something really high-end. Well, Appliiq kind of is. It's definitely more of a unique and high-end dropshipping or sort of private label print-on-demand. So firstly, one of the things that they do that I guess none of the others do in this list anyway is custom labels actually in the shirt. And so you can maybe put your logo on there or whatever you want, but it's going to look way more professional, way more like a private label clothing brand rather than just a print-on-demand t-shirt. Not just custom labels inside the back of the shirt, but you can do custom tags in the shirt as well, so on the side or something like that. So definitely if you are looking to maybe create a brand yourself from nothing, something a little bit more unique and high end, you might want to have a little look at Applique. Their selection definitely not as big as some of the others, and also the turnaround is a little bit slower at 7 days, but certainly this is kind of more high-end, unique, specialized, and if you really do want to maybe start a clothing brand, then this one may be for you. CustomCat has been in business a very long time. They have one of the biggest selections out of any of these dropshippers, over 500 products to print on. They actually have some of the lowest prices as well, and actually kind of strange for dropshippers. This is how they work. It's free, but you can actually pay $30 a month, and then they give you some big discounts per item on the things that you're ordering. So for example, instead of spending £9 per t-shirt and £17 per hoodie, if you pay $30 a month, then you can get t-shirts for $7 and hoodies for $15. Depending on the scale of your business, how many items you're selling, this could actually work out just really good for you. So as soon as you've paid off that $30, then you're definitely in profit overall compared to actually not paying it. Anyway, that is 8 print-on-demand options that you can use on Shopify, really covering all the bases from just the basics up to some sort of higher end branded stuff. Let me know what you think. Hope you liked it and it was useful. Send me a comment, hit the like button and subscribe if you want more like this. Thank you for watching. That's it for now and I'll see you in the next one.